This is Raul Lopez Barrera, a former alcoholic, a cancer survivor, and a man who became a world champion in his late 70s. Now 83, this decathlete from Uruguay is proving every day that it's never too late.
You can change at any age. I want to send a message to people that anyone can achieve something in life by using physical activity to better themselves. They do not necessarily have to win or beat someone else, but instead ignite that inner spirit within themselves.
Nicknamed El Pelado, or the Bald One, Raul competes in the over 75 category of the decathlon at masters level. Competing in 10 different disciplines is hard enough for most professional athletes, let alone a man claiming his pension. Though some modifications are made at masters level, Raul participates in the same 10 events as Olympic decathletes. His favourite discipline is the pole vault. He trains at least 5 times a week under the stewardship of his coach, 75-year-old Nicanor Laranda-Buru.
There are not many like him in the world. You will never see him complaining that he is in pain, for instance. He pushes through the pain. Athletes need a lot of determination to achieve things in their sport. As you can see, training for him is his life.
As a child, Raul participated in gymnastics and basketball. In adulthood, he followed up his passion for sport by becoming a physical education teacher, which provided a modest but happy existence for him, his wife, and 2 children. However, during the Uruguayan dictatorship in the 1970s, Raul lost his job and his life spiraled out of control.
That was when I fell into temptation and addiction, something that had never happened to me before. I started to smoke, but that was just the start. I became disillusioned with the world and I stopped doing good things with my life. I became addicted to sex, to alcohol and to smoking. That was the way in which I lost my marriage. And one of the reasons I got cancer.
At the height of his addictions, Raul would sleep with countless different women or drink himself to excess. He subsequently became estranged from his wife and children. Raul contracted prostate cancer, perhaps due to the abuses he had put his body through. He made a full recovery following radiotherapy, but the diagnosis gave him the motivation to change his lifestyle. He gradually curbed his addictions, using sport as his chief form of rehabilitation.
When I first began trying to overcome my addictions, I could hardly jog. I felt ill, and I realized that I had to start all over again, step by step. My body reacted well to training. However, one day I ran for 12 minutes straight, and when I finished, I simply burst into tears. It was a shock to my system. However, the body has an amazing memory, and slowly but surely, I began to feel better.
strengthen his all-round ability in most sports growing up, Raul decided to take up the decathlon. He started participating in masters events, claiming bronze at the 2009 World Championships in Finland. Two years later, in California, Raul won gold with an overall points tally of 5,746. He's the last Uruguayan to claim a world title at any level in athletics.
I was the best in the world and I felt very overwhelmed. I was obviously so happy when I crossed the finish line in the final race. But I was numb with emotion when I was on the podium. The national anthem? Seeing the flag? Oh, sorry. The flag of Uruguay raised.
Away from the sport, Raul partakes in relatively placid hobbies, more akin to his age, like gardening and playing the guitar. His home life is more settled than it once was, although it initially became the talk of the community. In 2003, Raul married a woman almost 40 years his junior, Susanna.
In today's society, an 83-year-old man getting together with a woman who is 45 years old is considered something unusual or odd. However, we think it doesn't matter whether you are old or young, what your background is, or what you look like. If love wins you over, it's the most amazing thing that can ever happen to any human being. When you fall in love, it's amazing living from that moment on.
Raul has found a woman he believes to be his soulmate, and he has also learned how to love himself again. The pair have had a daughter, who is now 13 years old.
My family represents the nest where I recharge and with whom I was able to get better. I feel looked after, and I also look after my family. I can breathe freely in my nest. Through them, I get the energy I need to face the world, which has often been a hostile place for me.
For all the highs and lows Raul has encountered in his life, he has finally found peace within himself.
Solamente una vez amé en la vida. Solamente una vez.
At 83, he's determined to enjoy the rest of his life.
Una vez nada más en mi huerto creció la esperanza.
For my husband, life is about enjoying every moment to the full and choosing what we believe is the best for our inner selves. Seeing Raul making the correct choices now in his life and living at one with himself is the greatest experience of all for me.
Por los caminos que el viento traza en la noche.
During my life, I've learned that we preach what we think, but we project what we really are. It is more important to project than preach. We must be content with ourselves rather than being false.
Raul is set on the idea that he will not leave this world until he accomplishes what he has set out to accomplish. In his mind, he has the conviction that he will live for a few more years yet, and he will try to live those years in the best way possible.
When I'm 85, I will become a world champion again. I will demonstrate to everyone that anything is possible. I just hope I do not die before. Everything I want to achieve is here on this earth. I'm not afraid of dying, though, or what awaits me.
Ya ves, señora, quién es su yerno.